Bolsonaro to face probe after claiming COVID vaccines increase chance of contracting AIDS.
Here's a summary of the article.
Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro will be investigated after he claimed coronavirus vaccines may increase the chance of contracting AIDS. Brazilian Supreme Court Justice Alexandra de Moraes instructed the country's top prosecutor, Augusto Aras, to look into the accusation raised by a pandemic inquiry conducted by Brazil's Senate. Mr. Bolsonaro said in a live broadcast on 24 October that, official reports from the UK government suggest that fully vaccinated people are developing acquired immunodeficiency syndrome much faster than anticipated. Facebook and Instagram took down that video days later, saying it violates their rules. The Brazilian president, who remains unvaccinated and has frequently pushed against vaccine mandates, argued he was merely quoting an article in the magazine Exame and not making assertions. Mr. Moraes said in his ruling that Bolsonaro used the modus operandi of mass dissemination schemes in social networks, which requires further investigation. Mr. Aras rarely goes against the president and has not opened an investigation into Mr. Bolsonaro's handling of the pandemic despite calls to do so by the Senate committee. Mr. Bolsonaro has flouted local health protocols since the start of the pandemic and has complained that restrictions aimed at controlling the coronavirus do more harm than good.
This post received a score of 4,200, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What a dumpster fire.
Silly little prick could have just retired to a mansion.
How is this insane person still president? It doesn't make sense.
Well, despite Bolsonaro's hate for indigenous and gay people, mass destruction of the Amazon rainforest, and awful care for Brazilians in the pandemic, with 614,000 deaths until now, he still has 20% to 25% of approval rate. The people that approve his administration are kinda brainwashed every day by fake news shared via WhatsApp and Facebook, so they see Bolsonaro like the most honest and competent politician in the world, don't believing in any information that puts him as in danger to society and Brazilian democracy. Still, Bolsonaro has good chances of winning the next presidential election in October 2022.
As an American, this seems familiar.
The living are technically more likely to contract AIDS than the dead.
Not if there's a cadaver near me 0_O.
You disgusting legend, we don't deserve you.
Where the heck do these nutjobs come up with this stuff, and are they lacking the ability to realize how crazy they sound?
Greater than where the heck do these nutjobs come up with this stuff, probably somewhere like here. They just read up to same genetic sequence appears in HIV and ran with it.
But why? What do they stand to gain?
Some men just want to watch the Amazon burn.
Translation: Bolsonaro got the vaccine and then contracted AIDS.
How the fuck does anyone manage to be as stupid as that creature?
If you don't die from COVID, you are more likely to get AIDS. It's just math.
So he's not wrong, he's just an asshole.
Bolsonaro is stupid.
Hasn't he got COVID like 150 times? Natural immunity doesn't seem to work on him.
What an asshole.
NewSky.com, reporting on anyone spreading vaccine disinformation is fucking unbelievable. Rupert 1% Murdoch, and Bolsonaro should be awaiting trials for crimes against humanity in The Hague.
This fucking parasite is just pissy about his micro-ding.
You have a higher chance of getting AIDS, HIV, by going to a Catholic church than taking the vaccine anywhere in the world.
Only if you're under 18.
I have a significant amount of shares in CSL and was disappointed when they tried using HIV viral proteins as a carrier for a COVID vaccine. They had to abandon the vaccine because it was triggering false positives with HIV tests. It baffled me why they would do that. I have heard of similar things with Ebola as well. Perhaps it's just that these viruses are well studied or something, but certainly detracts from confidence when parts of the most virulent viruses are being used.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.